Spider-Man looks like this, but to some people, he looks like this, and to even more people, he looks like this. What I'm trying to say is that most of the people who have seen Spider-Man have seen the movies. It is kind of unfortunate, seeing as how there's infinitely better Spider-Man media out there, but it is what it is. However, these suits didn't start out this way. I actually made a video on Spider-Man concept art recently, which was interesting to say the least. But today we're going into the physical realm and talking about suits that didn't quite make it into the film, but made it onto the set. The pre-production suits, if you will. I feel like there's a better name for these, but I don't know what else to call them, so that'll have to do. I think it's only fair to start with the one that everybody knows, and that's the infamous Civil War production suit. When you saw Captain America Civil War, Spider-Man looked like this. But the truth is, this suit wasn't real. It was entirely CGI. The suit they actually filmed with was a bit different. Some even say it's better. Is it? I don't really know. That costume is this one. The first thing you'll notice is probably the raised webbing. I'm not really a big fan of it on this one. Maybe if it were thinner, but it doesn't look bad, just not really for me. The suit itself is comprised of much darker fabrics than the rest of the MCU Spider-Man suits. In fact, he fits in so much more with the other heroes in this suit due to the MCU's infamous muted costumes. I think I speak for everyone though when I say my favorite thing about this suit has to be its John Romita front logo. I mean, just look at it. We still haven't had this emblem on a movie suit yet, but we were this close. The eyes resemble what we have in the final product, but oddly enough, they remind me a lot more of the ones from Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Those black straps on the final suit are a lot less noticeable too. It seems they've become blue, bordering off the red sections in a way. It still has those lines on the regular blue sections, but due to the darker colors, it's barely noticeable, which is really nice. Now, I know I'm about to make a lot of people angry, but I still prefer the suit that we eventually got. It's brighter, the eyes are better, and even though I like the front logo a lot less, it fits the theme better overall. And love him or hate him, the black straps make the suit look a lot more tactical, which does make Spider-Man fit in with the other heroes well. Usually though, Spider-Man is supposed to be a bit of a weird looking superhero, like he's not really supposed to fit in with everyone else's costumes, but they clearly wanted that for the MCU, so it's something to point out at least. Don't get me wrong, the production suit is a really nice costume. It's amazing, I really like it, but I do feel like the darker colors and overall less saturated look keep me from enjoying it as much as everyone else does. Maybe if it were a lot brighter I would, but oh well. Anyway, that suit eventually got replaced, so it doesn't even matter. They just CGI'd all over it, and you can tell it's CGI too. They must have decided to change it real late into development. Anyway, we're gonna move on to some way less known pre-production suits. Way less well known. I don't know, man. Starting with the Raimi pre-production costume. I mean, it's kind of just the Raimi suit, but with weird lenses and no logo. That's kind of it. I know some people are probably gonna swear by these lenses as being better, but maybe if they rotated them a bit? I don't know. It just looks like he's on something. Speaking of which, I thought I was just tweaking when I saw this photo, but turns out I'm not. At least, not right now. This is a rare photo of another pre-production suit for Spider-Man 1. Again, just the Raimi suit, but now it has a different logo. At first, you might dismiss it to be nothing. However, if you look a little closer... closer! Yeah! Then you can see that this logo was actually used quite a bit in concept art, which of course you would know if you saw my video on it, because my viewers always listen to what I say, and never ever disobey me. There's also this one from TASM 1. Now at first glance it looks just like the one we got, but the more I look at it, the more I notice that things are different. Like how the logo is blue, or the lenses are just full-on reflective instead of having the yellow tip from the final suit. The emblem is all one piece instead of being segmented. It could just be this low-quality image, but it looks like the web pattern just stops below the chest. Ugh. This looks like one of those weird concept suits brought to life. Probably because it is. Speaking of the webs, it seems like they're more silver this time around, or at least more shiny. Ew, the middle section is just flat in the bottom. Gross. I like the colors though. I think it's safe to say that what we got is way better. I mean, how can you really beat the TASM 1 suit? It's perfect in every way. So there's not really any more of these, I think. These were all I could find. Yo, it's Roman from the future. There's this one, too, from Spider-Man 3. This looks a lot better than the black suit that we got, although could have done some paneling.
They could have done some paneling.
But I think it's safe to say I'm glad these were changed. I do wish certain elements of this one made it to the film, but the other ones clearly looked rough and should not have made it to the actual movie. But hey, maybe you think differently. Feel free to let me know in the comments. Honorable mention to this, which for some reason everybody thought was the suit for Spider-Man Brand New Day. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but nah, this is just some stock render. It's kind of funny actually, people were going crazy over this thing when in reality it takes like a 3-second Google search to find out it's not real. Speaking of which, the movie's about to start filming. Or maybe it already has. And that means very soon we're finally gonna see that costume in real life. Or maybe they change it to a completely different one, who knows. Maybe by the time this video goes up we've already seen it. Anyway, I'm in a bit of a video rut at the moment, so if this video is really obscure, it's because I feel like I've talked about everything. It's fun to talk about something weird that nobody ever mentions. Like, who the heck talks about pre-production costumes? What kind of loser would dedicate his time to that? Well, that's why I'm your favorite YouTuber. And if I'm not, be sure to click that subscribe button so that I am your favorite, or at least one of your favorites. I'll take anything. Episode 3 of my Spider-Man show is gonna start production soon. The script is already done, and I got most of my actors' lines finished. Once I have footage to drop, it'll immediately go to my Ultimate members. If you want to support me, feel free to join the membership and gain access to special perks that are really cool. I've already shared some concept art for the episode that my Ultimate members have already seen. Y'all also get exclusive community posts updating you on what's next for the channel, early looks at whatever costumes I'm working on at the moment, and all members get early access to new videos. How wonderful. Also, I stream every Friday and draw, play games with you guys, and do other fun stuff, so feel free to join in if you want to have a good time. Anyway, take care, and God bless.